It is Friday, and we have 2 days left in the season. It is time to push up with some ice bow here today. I'm going to be making a decently big push. I'm not sure how much of it you guys are going to see. Hopefully, I don't crash out. Oh my goodness gracious. 9 elixir. I just loaded into Clash Royale. Just woke up, in fact, and we have 9 elixir at my river already. That's absurd. Thankfully, I'm able to defend this, I think, right here. Tesla's going to clean up that mortar. It's not going to get any damage on my tower, and he just minion hordes. All right, so, I'm not going to Ice Wiz that. Actually, I am going to Ice Wiz that. I was going to go Ice Wiz low, but then I was like, maybe he'll Miner predict the Ice Wizard, and I might lose the game. And I kind of second-guessed myself. It's going to cost me a few minion hits. Yeah, don't second-guess yourself, guys. That is the what happens when you do. But we are facing, it looks like, just the traditional mortar spam, whatever you want to call this deck. A lot of the time, they have Cannon Cart, so I've got to be very careful of that. But honestly, since he just uses Minion Horde, I'm going to go for the opposite lane Expo. I guess it's the same lane Expo, but he goes for the Miner and the Skelly Drags. Yikes. Okay, so Tesla should clean up the Dragons. He is going to go for the Goblin ability, which is quite annoying. We get a tiny bit of Expo damage, nothing to write home about. I don't know if I've ever used that expression before in a video. Out of the 2,000 videos I've posted, Knight gets one hit, I'll take it. And honestly, right here, I could Ice Wiz, but I feel like it's just too aggressive, right? Let me go Ice Wiz on this Mortar instead. And just fully reset right here. Oh, good golly. We can Tornado, we can go Skellies like this. I've been trying to find unique ways to defend the Minion Horde evolution, and sometimes they work out. Like, this one worked out pretty well, but sometimes I just straight up lose the game. That was a really bad Rascals, because I had Login Cycle, and also, like, what was the point of that? He just threw away his Elixir advantage like it was nothing. I'm not sure. Maybe he thought I didn't have Log back in hand. That was probably what he was going for, but a decent start right here. We survived single, and honestly, if you've been watching or playing Ice Bow yourself at all, you know single elixir is really hard. No matter what the matchup is, it seems like single elixir, you're always at a disadvantage, and once you get into double and triple, that's when you can really start being in the flow state and actually doing something. So I'm going to go for the Expo here. I'll go ahead and cycle Larry's the middle. There's the Mortar. I'm going to go ahead and cycle my Knight to block the Mortar's initial blast right now, and then I'm going to have my Evo Tesla ready for this other side. He's probably going to Rascals. There's the Minion Horde. Oh, get down! Ice was on top. Oh! Log the Rascals. That was a clean sequence right there. Squeaky clean, if you will. Expo is not going to connect, but I can Tornado it out of range, and now we connect. Beautiful. Let's go, dude. That was a perfect play right there. And now, honestly, we have a great situation where I have such a big damage lead that I think it's going to be pretty difficult to choke this one. I'm going to go for the pre-Tesla. Why not let it fly on the right-hand side? Can we get it for a bit of swag points? No, we can't. But what we can do, I was going to say I can go Expo, but he goes Mortar in the center, and that pretty much just completely shuts down any option of him actually going like getting any damage on us right now, so we can just take our time. Absolutely no rush. I could just log on top of this right side and then just kind of wait for him to do something. I'm expecting a Minion Horde any second. Now there it is. I mean, you really just got to wait for the Minion Horde to be placed. Here comes the Miner. That's what I was scared of. The initial first Minion Horde that he played was he would go Miner on that tile, and I couldn't be able to save my Ice Wizard and I'd lose the game. But enough yapping about that. Why don't I yap about getting a victory in Clash Royale? So, there's a minute 45 left in this game. Just going to Tesla. Why am I even going for, like, this is just not, what am I doing? I shouldn't even go for that. There's no point, because even if I hit that, like, it's cool, but it's still a 4-for-4 trade. It's whatever, you know what I mean? So, I should just wait and be patient, but I'm just impatient, and I want to be cool for you guys, and I want you guys to think I'm cool by hitting a prediction, but I can never hit it. So, I'm going to go for the Evo Tesla Skellies like this right here, and that's fine right there. We honestly still have a full health Tesla Evo, which is going to continue to sit there for like another 35 seconds or something. I don't know exactly how long it lasts. I'm just guessing. I probably should know that by now, but I'm going to go for the Ice Wiz the back. The Goblins come down. I'm actually going to get aggressive. I know there's no point, and I already have the lead. I already have the game secured, and this is probably going to be a very stupid play, but I think we can defend no matter what. So I'm just going to go for the Tesla up top, go for the Skellies on top of the Mortar, hopefully. He does go for the Goblins at the bridge, so we're just going to continuously defend this Mortar. Mortar does not ever die. The Evo one is what I've been noticing when I've been playing it. I think it actually, like, cheats or something. I don't have any proof, but I swear this card is, like, genuinely the cheat code in Clash Royale. Now we go for the log. He's been giving us really massive logs this entire game. Prediction rocket on the Mortar, please? Yes! Oh, now you guys are going to think I'm cool, hopefully. You probably closed the app immediately after that one. You're telling me you're still going to play after that. That was honestly amazing. Let's go for the NATO. Oh, that's just so satisfying. I love Evo Tesla for that reason right there. And maybe another free rocket could be kind of cool. Nah, let's just defend. 17 seconds. I'll go Ice Wizard. There's not much he can do to break through. And we are going to secure this victory, I do believe. Knight in the back. Do we catch the Miner? We do not, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to go for the rocket like this. Skellies and Tornado on top of this Minion Horde. And then we can go Ice Wiz the middle to make sure it doesn't do anything crazy. Knight to defend the Dragons. And we have played a very good game of Clash Royale to start off this video right here. Beautiful first win. Hopefully lots of more of that to come. Is that English? Probably not. But nice win. Let's hop into the next one. Okay, in our next match here against Obday King from You Are the Key clan. I'm not sure what this guy's running, but Valkyrie comes down first play of the game. Valkyrie could be Hog XE, could be Lava Hounds. Maybe some Golem decks. That's really all I can think of off the top of my head. Valkyrie's not that popular right now. I'm going to go for the Tesla like this. I would honestly say that Valk should be a little bit more popular, especially the Evo one, because it's super, super strong as a card and is really good on defense against a lot of stuff that's in the meta, like Graveyard Drill. He does have Lava Hound, though, which is a pretty standard deck. Since he already uses Valk, I'm actually going to Knight the bridge and then see what he wants to play. Yep, I had a feeling he might have Goblins, so I'm going to log that quickly. And he's either going to take a whole bunch of damage right here and just try and sack his tower, or he's going to defend. Looks like he's going to go ahead and try and sack his tower. What is that? I don't know what that play was, I'll be honest. If that was a hero balloon, maybe this would work out for him just because he would be able to kill my Tesla instantly because that card is OP. But thankfully, we were able to use his Valkyrie in the back first play against him and get some nice damage right there. To be fair, he did Lava Hound when he didn't have an elixir lead, so it's kind of nice that we're able to punish somebody for going over aggressive for... well, let's just be honest, no reason. So he's going to go Infernal Drag in the back. I'm going to go for the Ice Wizard once we do get close to 10 here. And then I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Lava Hound the bridge in front of that Eye Drag. Yes. Okay, so how are we going to defend this? That is a question here. I'm going to go Larry's first. Just kind of take our time a little bit. I guess I'll cycle Log. I don't know. I'm going to go Knight. I would like to just rocket this, but I'm kind of a little bit nervous. If I rocket, I might lose. So I'm going to wait for everything to kind of happen here and then go Tornado to pull all this back. Hopefully Ice Boost can just do a great job of cleaning up stuff. I'm going to Evo Tesla right now, get a bunch of value. I was hoping he might Goblin's ability, but he does not, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter too much. I've got my Rocket if he goes Balloon anyways, so it's not going to matter. Actually, he plays Balloon by itself, so I'm just going to go Ice Wizard. I'm not sure what the thought process was there. Maybe he just wanted to force out a rocket, but I'm going to go Knight like this in front to keep our Ice Wiz alive. Tornado to pull this in, hopefully. Oh, I was thinking maybe that Tesla might pop up for the Dragon. Unfortunately, it does not, but at least on the bright side, we should be okay anyways. So I'm going to go Log like this. A little bit of a sloppy defense. Definitely could have been cleaner right there. But I will say this guy doesn't have any heroes, it doesn't look like, which is actually really refreshing to not face a hero. Maybe he does, and I forgot about it, but I don't think so, because he doesn't have the hero Mega Minion or the hero Barb Barrel, which are the two heroes, or the hero Balloon. So those are the three things he could have that he doesn't have. So I'm going to go for the Log like this. Tesla download to kill the pups and also help clean up those dragons, if that would be possible here. I'm going to wait a few seconds, and then I'm also going to go for the Tornado like this, keep our Ice Wiz alive. I'm going to rocket this Inferno Dragon because... oh, he's freeze! What? Oh, no. I might have just lost. I'm not even kidding. No, we're good. I think. Yeah, we're fine. I just need to go Knight, and then we're back to Rocket. That was actually really, really close to being a choke. I had no idea he had Freeze Spell. I thought we were defending really well until that happened, but just going to Rocket to finish off the game, and that's going to be game over right there. Nice win. Almost got caught off guard, but sometimes you just got to get a finish off the game there. Facing Rambo in this next one right here. I'm not sure what this person is running, but I'm just going to hover my Tesla just in case he's got something. There's the Wall Breakers first play of the game. Okay. Wall Breakers could be Hyper Bait. It looks like it's going to be a version of Log Bait of some kind. Unfortunately, that Goblin's probably going to hit my tower once. Man, I hate that interaction because the tower literally hesitates. I had a feeling he might Princess the Bridge. Every Log Bait player has the same brain. I've literally learned that over the years. It's just, what are they going to, like... The really good Log Bait players will go for much less princesses at the bridge because it's very predictable. They want to do it at like the right time when you're low on elixir. The average Log Bait player will just always drop one off at the river every time they have it. It's an interesting comparison to just have, I guess. So I'm going to go Skellies to make sure we can block that. All right, that was kind of annoying. It is what it is, though. Hopefully Ice Wiz can lock in here. Do I need to Knight this? I'm going to say no. We should be good, and we do take no damage. I'm going to go for the Knight like this right here. He does Wall Breakers, so I'm going to have to let one connect and then grab the King Tower activation on top of the second one. Not bad at all. We do take 1,000 damage total here, but honestly, having King Tower for the rest of the match, I think that might be worth it. To take that bit of damage in single elixir, especially if he doesn't have a big spell. If he has a rocket, this matchup is horrible, so I'm going to hope that he doesn't. Usually when you see a Golden Knight in a Log Bait deck, it's just, you probably aren't going to see a rocket as well. I don't know, that's just what I've noticed, but just going to go Evo Tesla here on top of the all of those units, then go Skellies as well to make sure the Dark Prince doesn't connect. Could see a potential Princess at the bridge, but what I'm going to do here is, I know he doesn't have much in cycle. I know he has Rascals in his deck as well, so I'm going to go for the Expo. I'm just going to have my Log ready for the Rascals. I'm ready for it anytime now. There's the Rascals. Let me go Log like this. Let me go ahead and Knight as well on top of this. Come on, kill the Wall Breakers, please. If you kill that, we win, I think. Nice, that's huge. And now he has no elixir, so I'm going to go for my Ice Wizard as soon as I humanly can, and we are going to take this victory. It's not going to be completely GG's off that, but it's going to be very nice damage. Golden Knight does come down, but yeah, you can see the Expo taking tower, the The Knight got a bunch of hits as well. I mean, this is pretty much GG's as long as I don't sell. So I'm going to go Tesla here and then just go for the log on the real barrel on the right-hand side so we don't take much more damage. He could Princess the bridge. I wouldn't be surprised. Going to go Defensive Expo right here and just kind of wait him out. And yeah, now we're in a very good spot. The game's not over. I could definitely still lose because his deck is super toxic. It's got a lot of ways to get damage. You could potentially get Evo Snowball Golden Knighted as well. That's one of the most common ways I've kind of taken damage from this deck. Like right here, he's going to Evo Snowball Golden Knight. I can't really do much about that, right? I mean, I could Tesla up top, but like, What I'm going to do is go for the Tesla here, then go for the Knight on the side. I mean, that's a lot of pressure, but we do defend that fairly well, apart from, of course, the Golden Knight Evo Snowball combination, which, if I had to make a guess, he's probably going to have one more of those before this game's over. So this game is not over, man. This game is not over. Let's go ahead and go Defensive Expo again. I don't even want to risk going Offensive Expo because if I do go offensive and I don't get anything out of it, like I definitely could put myself in a bad situation, even worse than we are in right now. I'm going to go for the Tornado on this barrel, get 2 of the goblins. Not horrible, didn't really have a great response right there, so we take a whole bunch of goblin barrel damage. Okay, now I'm actually going to go Offensive Expo because he gave us a Princess at the bridge, and I feel like that was a mistake. So I'm going to get this down right here. We'll see what he does. He's probably going to Golden Knight on top of this. I'm going to log on top of the Rascals. There's the Golden Knight. I can go for the Knight as well right here on top of his Golden Knight, and dang, yeah, you can see the Offensive Expo not really helping me out right here, and slowly but surely he just continuously has so many different ways to get damage that it's really, really hard to stop all of them at one time. Let's go ahead and go for the Tesla in the center again right here. Dark Prince comes down in the back. I don't have my rotation correct, and this is actually getting really annoying because I'm not able to get into a flow state on defense, and we're getting really awkward hands every time. So I'm going to go Knight to keep our Ice Wiz alive. There's the Evo Barrel. I'm going to go here, go for the Tesla. Actually, I'm going to go Tornado like this and then Tesla in the middle. Don't do it. Okay, well, that's Rage Bait. All right. Sloppy defense right there. I need to play better if we're going to win this game, and I'm just continuously getting overwhelmed. He doesn't have Evo Barrel for a while. Let's go ahead and cycle our Ice Wizard here. Knight up top like this. He does he have Evo Snow again? I can't remember. Hopefully not. That would suck. I'm going to Evo Tesla like this up top and log on the left-hand side to kill the Rascal Girls. I guess. I don't know. Not a great defense again, but it's kind of all I had in hand. Let's go Ice Wiz NATO. That's going to kill the Princess. Hopefully the Ice Wizard will. And then I can go defensive again. 30 seconds. Good grief. This is way, way, way too annoying for a deck. Let's go log on the Rascal Girls again. Kind of have no choice. If I don't do that, then I could be screwed. So I'm going to go for the Skellies all the way down low with just an Ice Wiz on top of the barrel. And I think that's no hits. It's 1 hit, but it is what it is. Princess dies to my Expo, and I think... oh, we can finally take a deep breath and just hopefully not choke this game with only 12 seconds remaining. There's not much time. He's got to make his move now. There's the Golden Knight. Going to go Knight up top like this. We're going to go ahead and cycle my log. Go for the Tornado on the barrel. Go for the Tesla up top. And that should be GG's right there. I didn't want to risk tornadoing the Golden Knight into my tower. That's why I did the kind of the safe tornado and only hit 2 of the 3 goblins. But we'll take that. That was a stressful game, but we got out alive, and that's all that's important here. Up against FC in this next match, and I know I faced this person before, but I cannot off the top of my head remember what they have. If we don't see anything, I'm just going to go Knight to back. I don't really want to wait because I have the attention span of a squirrel. So Mega Minion could be Giant. Please don't be Giant. I'm telling you the worst matchup in the meta. Well, I'll give you top 3 worst matchups in the meta for Icepo currently. Is it Lava Hound again, maybe? Well, it could be Pompeo's deck as well. Off the top of my head. Sorry, I'm just yapping. But top 3 worst matchups in this meta is definitely Giant Double Prince with Lightning. I literally cannot stand that deck. It gives me just sadness to face it, honestly. And then Drill with any version of, like, Evo, or not Evo Knight, Hero Knight and Poison. Or Hero Knight and Rocket, doesn't really matter which one. They're both impossible. And then, of course, any Graveyard version with the Hero Knight as well, and the Poison is not fun. So, I'm going to go ahead and cycle my Ice Wiz in the back right here and just wait to see what this person wants to do for that. I'm thinking it's Pompeo's deck, the one with the Fireball and the Miner. I would say this matchup, man, it used to be fun to face this deck, and it used to feel like a fun deck in general. But now with the Hero Mega Minion, they added Fireball instead of the arrows. It's like, oh man, this matchup is not nearly as enjoyable as before. I would say it's actually a pretty hard matchup to win. Consistently, or even at all, you know, if they play well. So that's going to get death damage again, unfortunately. He does go for the zap as well. Ooh, I think I'm probably going to have to go ahead and go other lane, because if I just keep going same lane, it's going to just be endless Miner chip, endless balloon death damage, hero chip, and the hero balloon as well. I forgot to mention that is why the matchup is annoying too. So I'm going to go expo like this on the right hand side and see what he does want to do right here. I could maybe Evo Tesla here. We'll see what he wants to do. There's Ice Golem. Yeah, Balloon comes down. I'm actually going to Evo Tesla this. Oh, that didn't kite. That's my bad. That's actually a pretty bad play right there. If I got the kite right there, I think we would have gotten some damage. Definitely can't be making mistakes like that. That was a sloppy start to this game, and I need to play a lot better if we're going to end up winning, especially because it's in season, right? Like, I've got to be playing decently to give myself a chance. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and drop my knight all the way in the back. I'm going to go Expo again instantly just in case he fireballs this Ice Wizard, and it looks like he doesn't. So he's going to go Miner. I'm not going to Tornado that. It's too obvious. You know, I don't want to make a stupid play. If he balloons, I'm going to Rocket, though. Come on, give me a balloon, please. Yes, okay. Let's Rocket this. We get both of those in there, then instantly Tesla on this other side. Wait a minute now. Hold on. He has to zap. That's going to be a lot of Expo damage, though. We're pretty much back even on this game. He's going to Ice Golem as well, so I'm going to go Skellies like this. No Ice Golem. Miner comes down. Interesting timing on that. Let's go Ice Wizard here, and then I'm going to go for another offensive Expo. Just keep the pressure on this guy. He's lacking ground counters currently. There's the Ice Golem. I'm just going to go Tornado like this. He might Fireball or Balloon potentially on the bridge. I'm going to go for the Tesla just in case he balloons my Expo, and now we're in a pretty good situation, I would say. He has to zap again, and this is where you want to be. You don't want them to be ballooning and minoring your tower consecutively times, like over and over and over again. You want to be the one being the aggressor, and that is currently what I'm trying to be doing. I'm going to go for the Expo on this right-hand side again, since we have the Ice Wizard to support it. He does not have Fireball and Cycle Knight to block the ability, potentially. Do we get it? We do. Beautiful protection of the Expo right there. Let me go Evo Tesla on top of this balloon. I know it's an overcommit, but honestly, I think it's time to get aggressive, and I want to be the one aggressing, and I don't want him to ever get into a cycle where he can push me. So if I continuously make him defend, this is going to work out well for me. There's the zap. I'm going to go for my Ice Wizard, the sensor, and then go ahead and go Expo again on the right-hand side. Literally just playing Expo spam at this point is what we're trying to do. A minute 20 left in the game. Miner comes down. I'm not going to NATO this one either. I feel like it's too obvious every time. I'm just second-guessing myself. I'm going to NATO this, though. Try and catch him off guard. Come on, please. See, it's always too obvious, isn't it? Let's go Skellies. Let's go ahead and wait a second. I'm going to go ahead and Knight and then Tesla instantly to kill the Mega Minion. Log on top of the Brawler. Hopefully, you can get taken off the map. No, he does Fireball, so that was well played, but once again, we forced out the Fireball, so that's exactly what we want to do. Now, I'm going to completely change my mindset from going spam, spam, spam to defending here, since he doesn't have Fireball and Cycle, and there's only a minute left. It's Triple Elixir. Triple Elixir is where Icepo is a great deck, and you can genuinely just win games by playing perfect defense. I'm going to go ahead and double Ice Wiz here on top of this balloon, just to make sure it dies quickly. There's the Fireball on top of both of those. That's fine, though. Let's go Evo Tesla. As long as this dragon doesn't ruin my life, we should be okay. Let's go Ice Wiz here. Skelly's on top of the Inferno Drag. Oh my goodness, please die, Inferno Dragon. I do not want to deal with you right now. Let's go Log. Let's get another Tesla down to kill the dragon a bit faster. Knight up top to tank. And yeah, we should be chilling here. Balloon's going to hit my tower. How? Gosh, that card is broken. Let's go ahead and go Skellies like this. Let's go ahead and Tornado this all to the Tesla. 13 seconds remaining. We still win this game, but man, that card almost tried to cheese me. He's going to go for the Miner, but look at the other side, by the way. He's not even looking at his tower. Yep, you can tell he didn't pay attention to that. We can just grab the King Tower activation last second, too. Literally 1 second remaining in the game, we get King Tower. That's kind of funny, but a nice win right there against FC. I think we played that one fairly well as the game got later on. A little bit sloppy in the beginning, but it's okay. We'll take the win. Okay, in our next match here against Nima Royale, and I recognize the name, but I don't recognize what they're playing. I'm going to go for the Tornado on top of this. Wallbreaker's first play is, could be that Log Bay deck again. No, it's going to be Archer Queen, so that immediately makes me think it's going to be MK with Prince. It's kind of like a spam version of MK. It's an old deck that is still pretty good to this day. I would say it gets a lot of usage and is a bit slept on overall. So I'm going to go for these Skellies on top of that and make sure he gets no hits. He's going to spam, yep. You can tell as soon as he Goblin Gang, he's going to spam the other side. And just from experience of playing against this specific deck, a lot of the time Prince is going to be the card that's going to make you lose the match because you'll use your Knight and your Skellies on the MKs and the Queens, and then Prince will just be super, super hard to take off the map if you don't have either of those in rotation. So once again, this is a matchup where I think double Elixir is definitely going to benefit me. I'm going to go Tesla here on top and then Skellies instantly on top of the Miner. Hopefully that Miner dies eventually. 2 bats are going to do like 700 damage or something insane. It is what it is. You got to take some damage in single Elixir. I think, honestly, if that 1 bat went to my Tesla and didn't go to my Skellies, maybe we would have had a better defense right there. But still, like, not a horrible situation. I'm going to go Ice Wiz the back. He goes for the Goblin Gang split. Okay. I guess I'll log the right-hand side. I don't really want to be the one being aggressive. I want to be the one counter-pushing in this game pretty much the whole time. So what I'm going to do is just go for the Knight in the back. He could MK the bridge. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that. early on here. Sometimes they get really aggressive in those aspects, but I'm just going to go for my Tesla up top once we hit 10 since he's not playing anything else. Archer Queen comes down. You got to let that card get value. You can't really always take it off the map as quickly as you would like to. It's one of those cards where it is going to be a nuisance, but you got to just accept it. Let's go Skelly's on top of the Queen and then go Ice Wiz the back here. He's most likely going to use his ability, so I'm going to wait log right now. Hopefully we time it perfectly. Oh, come on now. That Queen is literally one sliver of an HP. That's barely even 1 HP. You can barely call that 1 health. But still, we're fine. We're down about 700, but I'm very confident we can come back in this game if I just wait for the right opportune moment. I'm not going to get too aggressive too early. Let's go Evo Tesla on top of the wall breakers. That shouldn't connect. I'm sorry. What? Okay, it's fine. We'll go Ice Wiz the back. That's crazy that my Tesla died to that, but it's all right. Let's go ahead and go for the Knight like this on top of the Prince. He could MK the bridge. Don't think he is going to. Looks like he's going to be a lot more passive in this one. We'll go Skelly's as well on top of the Prince, and it's my time to go Expo. I think we have, because we have a Knight and an Ice Wiz down, I can't speak today. Let's go Tesla. He's going to MK on top of this most likely, so we'll go for a second Knight. MK comes down towards the back of his tower. I'm going to expect probably an Archer Queen. There it is. Right into my Tesla, though, is a pretty decent mistake. We can go for the log and then a double Ice Wizard too as well. Queen dies, which is nice. I can go Skelly's. Can I get that down in time? Oh man, imagine we could have. It's all good though. I'm gonna expo other lane. He's gonna Goblin Gang. Yep, there it is. So now he's very, very, very low in elixir. Hopefully we can get a connection on one of the sides. I'm gonna go Knight. Then also log to get a lock on tower on this left-hand side. He's broke, so he has no more elixir. But what the issue at hand is now these Evo Bats. So I'm going to go for the Skellies to kite these over to my Ice Wiz. Hopefully, it did not end up happening, but we still defend that fairly well. He does get a few bat stabs, but look at the damage situation. We're right back in this match, right where we want to be. And I would say, actually, we have control of the match now, whereas before I definitely was kind of trying to play catch-up. So let's go defensive Expo again. He could MK the bridge. In response to this, I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, there it is. So, okay, I don't want to lose here. How am I going to defend this, though? I think an Evo Tesla is going to be super nice to kill these bats and to clean up everything. There's the wall breakers as well. I got to log this as soon as I can to make sure this doesn't connect. At least it shouldn't connect. Oh my gosh, that was way too close. What the heck? I guess my Expo was targeting the wrong card right there. That almost cost me a bit right there, but it's fine. I'm going to go for the Ice Wiz the back. He has to defend that Knight on the right-hand side. So I think we just go Larry's. I think we just go ahead and cycle. Oh my god, I about just cycled my rocket on my own tower. I meant to cycle my Tesla there. Then I can just go log like this. He's going to zap probably. Let's go ahead and get King Tower activation. Skelly's on the left-hand side. So we don't take much damage from those wall breakers, if any. And yeah, now we're in a situation, 40 seconds left. I think we need to rocket 2 times to finish off this game. There's rocket number 1. I'm going to try really, really hard to not get overwhelmed, but you never know. Sometimes these pushes get a little bit scary. Let's go for the Ice Wizard like this. Let's get a Knight down as well, and then I can just go for the log down low on top of this. Skelly's on the Miner. There's the Goblin Gang. Evo Tesla going to get so much value here as well. I can go Ice Wiz on top of the Miner. And yeah, only 20 seconds left. I'm going to go for the Knight up top to tank for both the Prince and the Archer Queen. And yes, I think, fingers crossed, we should be all right to finish off this game. There's the MK. Wow, this Prince finally dies. Let's go. Let's go Ice Wizard. We have triple Ice Wizard down right now, which is absolutely just honestly a good feeling. We'll go for the rocket on his tower, go for the tornado to pull everything back, and that's going to be GG's. Log to push stuff back, and we have secured the victory. Got a little bit scary there towards the end, but I think we played patient enough and really just waited for the right times to get the Expo lock, and also just played good defense throughout that whole game, so nice win. Facing ETI Brown in this next game, and I believe I played this guy recently, and I want to say it was Golem. I'm not 100%. Okay, well, really. Now I'm 100% that it is Golem, so I'm glad my suspicion was correct. I believe, actually, that was the exact starting play that happened last time, and I think I lost on the first push. So, hopefully we can change the, I guess what happened, we can do better this time, basically, whatever you want to call that. Change the outcome, I think is the word I'm looking for. But let's go for the Tesla here on top of this Golem, and Baby Dragon's going to be quite annoying. He has double Dragon. What in the world? Okay. Oh, no, I think I remember his deck. He had, like, Mini P.E.K.K.A. It's a very toxic version, if I'm completely honest. He had, like, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Lumberjack or something crazy. And then he also has Lightning, so it's not very easy for me to defend against. He does go for the Lumberjack there. I'm just going to go ahead and cycle. Wow. That is really brain dead. Like, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and cycle my Larry's down low. He's going to zap them, too. He has zap, doesn't he? I'm pretty sure. Yep. What a just gross deck. Log that? Oh, I couldn't log in time. Dude, okay. Well, this is going to get interesting. first of all, that's stupid that he can golem first play and I take damage at all. But second of all, it's going to be very hard for us to get any type of damage because he does just have lightning and he also has zap and he has, you know, when he has 2 resets, it's very hard to get the expo to actually do anything beneficial. And even if it does, he just zaps it or lightnings it, you know what I mean? So Ice Boost is not going to connect. Can I get the King Tower activation off this baby dragon? I think I'm going to try for it here and just hopefully be able to. I think I got that. Did I get it? No, it's one more tile to the right. I think I messed up right there. Oh, that's a big mistake, dude. That's actually really painful to witness because now he's going to just do this infinite cycle of golem in the center. And this is going to suck. Okay, let's go Tesla here early. Skelly's on top of the golem. I'm expecting a lightning probably pretty quickly. Anytime now. Here it comes. There it is. So we'll go for the Ice Boost like this on top of the golem. And actually, I think now is probably our best chance of getting any type of damage back. So I'm going to go for the Expo here. I'm going to go for the Knight to tank. Okay, that's good. And then I have Evo Tesla as well. I think he's made a couple mistakes here by going with that lightning with that golem. We can actually potentially get some damage back. Come on, connect. Beautiful. I can go for the Skellies. The mini P.E.K.K.A is going to be annoying, but honestly, I think we still get a lock on tower here. No, we don't, because the mini P.E.K.K.A ability does come down. I can go for another Expo, though, and now we can be in the driver's seat, forcing him back on the defensive end. Golem comes down. I can pull that away. That's a big mistake. Hold on a second. Whoa! He has to lightning that because he already used his zap, if I'm not mistaken, and we're going to get his tower down to 17, 1600, 15, 1400. Wow! And remember, he just used lightning, so I can just go for a Tesla in the center to clean up now, and we should be okay. I will say that this version of Golem is probably the most annoying version I've ever seen because of the way that it pressures. You could really be safe on a defense, and then like a mini P.E.K.K.A could cheese you, or an Inferno Dragon if you're not careful. And even if you're like good on Elixir, sometimes you just get overwhelmed regardless. It's kind of insane to witness. But thankfully right here, double Ice Wizard is going to be a great defensive just masterpiece right there for us. I'm going to go ahead and cycle my log. I don't really know how this game is going to continue to play out. He does just ignore the Ice Wiz on the left though, so that's going to put us in 2 rocket range. Now, as tempting as it might be to rocket cycle him, I think it's going to come down to our defensive capabilities of not getting overwhelmed here if we are going to be able to win this game. So I'm going to go for the Tesla down here. I think King Tower activation would be super nice in this matchup. If only I didn't mess up a tornado earlier in the game, huh? That would be kind of cool. But he doesn't have any way to kill my Ice Wiz currently, so I'm going to go Knight Skellies on the mini P.E.K.K.A. He's probably going to zap that, but it doesn't really matter too much because we do have the Ice Wiz just sitting there getting infinite value. Now, do I rocket? I'm going to Expo. Maybe this is dumb, but I want to just kind of see what he does. He's going to predict me he's tornadoing, right? Surely? No? Huh. Interesting. Let's go here. Let's go ahead and Knight on top of the Lumberjack. Oh, I couldn't get it down in time. This is actually kind of bad. I don't love the situation. I'm going to rocket the Baby Dragon and the Golem. I know this is kind of a weird play, but hopefully it's going to work out. Prelog Discard me, maybe? No, I shouldn't have done that too early. Okay, I'm kind of selling. I'm going to be honest. This is not the greatest play ever. He has another Golem? Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 please. I would like to not lose this game. That would be epic. Okay, I'm going to log. I'm going to go Knight, and we're back to a Tesla here. Let's go Tesla low. Let's go for the Ice Wiz on the middle, and then I can just go ahead and wait a second, tornado everything together, go for the Skellies, go for the Knight on top of the Baby D. 20 seconds left. That Evo Lumberjack, I need you to go ahead and die, please. That would be super epic if you could go ahead and get off the map. Let's go Evo Tesla behind like this once that Lumberjack dies, and then we should be okay. That got a little bit scary for a second there. I definitely didn't play that as amazingly as I wish I had, but we'll still take the victory. Go for the Skellies to tank like that, and that is going to be GG's right there. Solid win. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video. This was a decent push. We got up a couple 100 trophies, and gonna continue grinding. As always, enjoy the Butch clip and have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one. And yeah, peace.